Something serious is happening in Chicago right now. ICE agents reportedly called for backup during an operation. The Chicago Police Department was told to stand down. Yeah, you heard that right. Local police were ordered to stand down while federal agents were asking for help. Now, this isn't normal and it's raising a lot of questions. Okay, as always, I'm going to give you guys some context. So here's what's behind it. Chicago recently expanded its sanctuary city rules, which limits how much local police can cooperate with ICE or immigration enforcement. That means CPD officers can't help ICE with raids, traffic perimeters, or arrests that only involve immigration issues. This order was given by Chicago's mayor, who seems to be in some type of conflict with the chief of police. Local Chicago government is really going through it right now. But let's get into some of these videos and I'll give you guys my opinion after.
Let me be clear. Tear gassing the women and men who serve as Chicago Police Department officers is not how we make our city safer. I'm calling for a full investigation into this incident and into all of the brutality that we have seen over the past week. They are taking police resources that should be in our neighborhoods, serving Chicagoans and diverting them to deal with the chaos that they are causing. We need ICE out of our city so that we can continue to focus on the strategies that have been working to drive violent crime down. These actions tell us a simple truth. If we allow this administration to take away due process for anyone, we will allow them to take away due process for everyone. They told us that this was about the worst of the worst. In reality, they are going after anyone who objects to families being ripped apart and community members being disappeared. ICE lies and people die. We cannot allow this to continue. We must take action more drastic than what we have taken before, because what we are seeing is a more radical attempt to undermine our democracy. And today we are signing an executive order aimed at reining in this out-of-control administration. The order establishes ICE-free zones. That means that city property and unwilling private businesses will no longer serve as staging grounds for these raids. Our school parking lots are not for ICE to load their weapons. They are for Chicagoans who drop their kids off to learn. Our libraries are not for ICE to prepare for a raid. They're for Chicagoans to read and relax. Our parks are not for ICE to set up checkpoints. They are for Chicagoans to play and enjoy. The fact is, we cannot allow them to rampage throughout our city with no checks or balances. Nobody is above the law. If we break the law, you should be held accountable. If Congress will not check this administration, then Chicago.
All right, so as you can see in that clip, the mayor is kind of very against ICE. He's pro-immigration, which whatever your opinion is, we know what his opinion is. The problem with that is going against the chief of police and his actual duties. And the chief of police goes on and in a respectful manner, I guess I would say. I don't want to say he was disrespectful about it. Goes on in a respectful manner, basically to kind of check the mayor and say, look, we can't arrest ICE agents. We can't interfere with what they got going on. This is coming from the president. We don't trump the president. But for some reason, the mayor thinks that he does. Well, let's get into this clip of him speaking, and I'll give you guys my opinion afterwards.
We do not interfere with the duties and responsibilities of federal agents. We don't have to agree with it. It doesn't matter. You don't have to agree with it. We do not interfere with their orders. And when they go out to carry out their orders, they will do that the way that they're trained to do it and their understanding of what it is they have to do. Another one, CPD will not arrest and cannot arrest federal agents because someone deems what they're doing is illegal or unlawful. Their rules of engagement are different from CPD and other local law enforcement agents. We need to be clear about this. If we're not clear about this, we will see another event like we saw Saturday. We cannot move like this in this city. If we want to keep the peace in this city, we need to be smart about how we do things. And attacking law enforcement under any circumstances is not safe for anyone.
I think the scariest thing for any city is to have the mayor and the police chief at odds. I think any city where the actual government is against each other can only scream downfall for that city. And Chicago isn't the best city right now, or any city to actually go against this government kind of screams civil war. But let me know your opinion down below. Who's wrong in the situation? Do you agree with the mayor? Do you agree with the chief of police? Do you agree with ICE? And as always, God bless, and I will see you guys in the next one.